There's a root sitting in millions of kitchens right now, and most people have no idea how powerful it actually is. Scientists have studied this humble root thousands of times, and the results are pretty wild. We're talking about something that may help with digestion, inflammation, brain health, blood sugar, and even infections. Yep, all from one simple ingredient. But here's the real question. What actually happens inside your body when you start eating ginger regularly? Does it really help your health, or is it just another overhyped home remedy? Today, we're breaking down 11 science-backed benefits of ginger, what researchers have discovered, and why this spicy root might deserve a permanent spot in your kitchen. And trust me, benefit number 7 surprised even the scientists. For thousands of years, ginger has been used in traditional medicine across Asia and the Middle East. Long before modern laboratories existed, people were already using this spicy root to help with digestion, nausea, and infections. But here's what's fascinating. Modern science is now catching up. Researchers are discovering that ginger contains powerful natural compounds that may influence inflammation, metabolism, brain health, and even blood sugar levels. And the best part? Unlike many expensive health supplements, ginger is cheap, widely available, and incredibly easy to add to your daily meals. In this video, we're going to break down 11 proven health benefits of ginger, explain what the science actually says, and show you why this small root might have a much bigger impact on your health than you think. Let's start with the compound that makes ginger so powerful in the first place. Benefit number 1. So what actually makes ginger so powerful? It all comes down to a natural compound called gingerol. This is the main bioactive substance in fresh ginger, and it's responsible for that spicy kick you taste when you bite into it. But gingerol isn't just about flavor. Inside your body, it acts like a tiny defender. One of its biggest strengths is fighting inflammation. Chronic inflammation is linked to many common health problems, including heart disease, joint pain, and metabolic disorders. Gingerol helps reduce this inflammation by blocking certain inflammatory pathways in the body. But that's not all. Gingerol is also a powerful antioxidant. That means it helps protect your cells from harmful molecules called free radicals, unstable particles that can damage cells and speed up aging. Think of gingerol as a protective shield helping your body deal with everyday stress and damage. And this is exactly why ginger has been used in natural medicine for centuries. But ginger's benefits don't stop there. In fact, one of its most famous uses might help people dealing with something almost everyone experiences at some point in life: nausea. Benefit number 2. If there's one benefit ginger is famous for around the world, it's this one. Ginger is incredibly well known for helping reduce nausea. And we're not just talking about mild stomach discomfort. Research suggests ginger may help people dealing with morning sickness during pregnancy, motion sickness while traveling, nausea after surgery, and even nausea caused by certain medical treatments. So how does it work? Scientists believe ginger helps the stomach empty more efficiently and also interacts with receptors in the digestive system that influence nausea signals sent to the brain. In simple terms, ginger may help calm the stomach and stabilize digestion. Many studies have found that small amounts of ginger, often around 1 gram per day, can significantly reduce nausea symptoms, especially during early pregnancy. However, it's important to note that pregnant women should always consult their doctor before taking larger amounts of ginger, especially later in pregnancy or if there are any complications. Still, the evidence is strong enough that ginger is often recommended as a natural remedy for nausea relief. But digestion is where ginger really starts to shine. The next benefit shows how this root might actually help your body process food more efficiently. Benefit number 3. If you're trying to lose weight, ginger might be a small addition that makes a meaningful difference. Several studies suggest that ginger can influence metabolism, fat storage, and appetite regulation. In simple terms, it may help your body burn calories a little more efficiently while also supporting better digestion. One scientific review found that people who regularly consumed ginger showed reductions in body weight and waist-to-hip ratio, especially in individuals dealing with overweight or obesity. So what's happening behind the scenes? Part of the effect likely comes from ginger's anti-inflammatory properties. Chronic inflammation in the body has been linked to weight gain and metabolic issues, and ginger may help reduce that inflammation. Some research also suggests ginger could increase thermogenesis, which is the process by which your body burns calories to produce heat. Now, ginger isn't a magic fat-burning solution. No single food can replace a proper diet and physical activity. But adding ginger to your meals or drinks could be a simple habit that supports a healthier metabolism over time. And interestingly, ginger's anti-inflammatory properties may also help with something millions of people struggle with every day: joint pain. Benefit number 4. Joint pain is something millions of people deal with, especially as they get older. One of the most common causes is osteoarthritis, a condition where the protective cartilage in the joints slowly wears down. This can lead to pain, stiffness, and reduced mobility, particularly in the knees. Interestingly, ginger may offer some help here. Several studies have looked at people with knee osteoarthritis who consumed small daily amounts of ginger, typically between 0.5 and 1 gram for several weeks. The results showed that many participants experienced reduced pain and improved movement compared to before. Researchers believe ginger helps by reducing inflammation in the joints, which is one of the major drivers of osteoarthritis pain. However, it's important to keep expectations realistic. Not every study has found the same level of improvement, and some people stopped using ginger because they didn't enjoy the taste or experienced mild stomach discomfort. So while ginger may not replace medical treatments, it could be a helpful natural addition for people managing joint discomfort. But the next benefit is where things get even more interesting. Because ginger might not just help with pain, it may also play a role in blood sugar control and heart health. Benefit number 5. For people concerned about blood sugar levels, ginger has become a very interesting topic in recent research. Several studies suggest that ginger may help lower fasting blood sugar levels, particularly in people with type 2 diabetes. In one study, participants who consumed about 2 grams of ginger powder daily experienced noticeable improvements in their blood sugar levels after several weeks. Researchers also observed reductions in HbA1c, which is a long-term marker used to measure average blood sugar over a few months. That's important because consistently high blood sugar can increase the risk of heart disease, nerve damage, and other complications. So how might ginger help? Scientists believe its bioactive compounds may improve insulin sensitivity, helping the body use glucose more effectively. Some studies have also found that ginger may improve certain heart health markers, which is especially important for people managing diabetes. However, it's worth noting that many of these studies were relatively small, so more large-scale research is still needed to fully confirm the effect. Still, the early findings are promising. And speaking of digestion and metabolism, the next benefit explains why many people drink ginger tea after a heavy meal. Benefit number 6. Ever notice how many people reach for ginger tea after a heavy meal? That's not just tradition. There may actually be science behind it. One of ginger's lesser-known abilities is that it can help speed up the emptying of the stomach. This process is called gastric emptying, and when it slows down, people often experience symptoms like bloating, discomfort, nausea, and indigestion. Ginger appears to help food move through the digestive system more efficiently, which may reduce that heavy, sluggish feeling after eating. In studies involving people with chronic indigestion, a condition known as functional dyspepsia, ginger significantly improved symptoms like stomach pain, bloating, and fullness. Researchers believe ginger works by stimulating certain digestive enzymes and improving the movement of muscles in the digestive tract. In simple terms, ginger helps your stomach do its job better. That's one reason why it's been used for centuries in traditional remedies for stomach issues. But the next benefit might surprise a lot of people. Because ginger may also help with something millions of women experience every month, menstrual pain. Benefit number 7. Here's something that surprised a lot of researchers. Some studies suggest that ginger may help reduce menstrual pain, and in certain cases, it performed as well as common over-the-counter pain relievers. Menstrual pain, also called dysmenorrhea, is usually caused by chemicals in the body known as prostaglandins. These compounds trigger the uterus to contract, which leads to cramping and discomfort. Ginger appears to help by reducing the production of these inflammatory compounds, which may lessen the intensity of cramps. In several studies, women who took ginger during the first few days of their menstrual cycle reported noticeable reductions in pain compared to those who didn't. What's interesting is that some research even compared ginger with common pain medications and found similar levels of relief in certain participants. Of course, everyone's body responds differently, and more research is still needed to fully understand the effect. But the results so far suggest that ginger could be a natural option worth considering for menstrual discomfort. And if that wasn't impressive enough, the next benefit involves something that affects millions of people worldwide. High cholesterol. Benefit number 8. High cholesterol is a major risk factor for heart disease, and studies suggest ginger might lend a hand here, too. Research shows that consuming ginger can help reduce bad LDL cholesterol and triglycerides while sometimes increasing good HDL cholesterol. In a review of multiple clinical trials, participants who took ginger consistently saw noticeable improvements in their cholesterol levels, even at doses below 1,500 mg per day. The way ginger works is linked again to its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. By reducing inflammation in the blood vessels and protecting cells from damage, it may help your heart stay healthier over time. Of course, including ginger alone isn't a magic fix. Diet, exercise, and lifestyle choices still play the biggest role. But adding ginger as part of a heart-healthy routine could provide an extra layer of support. And here's where it gets even more intriguing. Some research hints that ginger's compounds may even play a role in fighting certain types of cancer. Let's take a closer look. Benefit number 9. Some lab studies suggest that compounds in ginger, especially gingerol and shogal, may have anti-cancer properties. These compounds are believed to reduce oxidative stress and inflammation, both of which can play a role in cancer development. Early research shows potential benefits against certain cancers, including colon, pancreatic, and liver cancer. For example, in studies with people at high risk of colon cancer, daily ginger intake seemed to reduce cancer-like changes in the intestinal lining. Important note, most studies so far have been in labs or on animals, so more human research is needed to fully confirm these effects. Still, the findings are promising enough to make ginger a food worth including in a health-focused diet. Benefit number 10. Ginger might also support your brain and cognitive function. Compounds like 6-shogal and 6-gingerol may help combat oxidative stress and chronic inflammation, which are linked to Alzheimer's and age-related cognitive decline. Animal studies show that ginger's antioxidants may protect brain cells and reduce inflammatory responses in the brain. While more research in humans is needed, the idea is simple. Ginger could help keep your brain sharp and protect against neurodegenerative diseases as you age. Benefit number 11. Ginger has natural antibacterial and antifungal properties, which make it a potential helper in fighting infections. Lab studies have shown that ginger can target harmful microbes like Staphylococcus aureus, responsible for various infections. E. coli, common in intestinal infections. Candida albicans, causes fungal infections in the mouth and vagina. While it's not a replacement for antibiotics or medical treatment, ginger could act as an extra layer of protection against infections. Here's the good news, adding ginger to your routine is super easy. Fresh ginger slices in teas or water. Smoothies for a spicy kick. Cooking, stir-fries, soups, or roasted veggies. Ginger powder, sprinkle over oatmeal or baked goods. A typical daily intake is around 1 to 2 grams, which is easy to achieve through food and drinks. Even natural remedies have cautions. If you're on blood-thinning medications, check with your doctor. Pregnant women should consult before using large amounts, especially near labor. Some people may experience acid reflux or mild stomach upset. Overconsumption can increase the risk of digestive discomfort. Ginger is not a miracle cure, but it's a powerful, natural tool to support digestion, reduce inflammation, boost brain health, and more. Adding even a small amount to your daily routine can make a difference over time. If you learned something new today, share this video with someone who always keeps ginger in their kitchen, and don't forget to subscribe and comment your thoughts below.